Cameroon versus Egypt is the game that is happening at the stadium known as Paul Biya Olembe Stadium in there, that really saw 8 supporters die when the game had not yet started. These were just supporters of the football team of Cameroon who are really trying to squeeze themselves through a gate, and they really lost their lives. And this is where the game is going to take place between Cameroon and Egypt in there for you. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? This is the Rokani Media Football. AFCON is into high gear. We get into this match when we know that Senegal is already into the final. Remember, Senegal gave a beating, or a thorough beating, to a team which goes by the names of Burkina Faso yesterday night, and they went through. It was a 3-1 win, comfortable win of Senegal. Sadio Mane with a goal and a brace, with Diallo scoring the opener, that really summed up the entire 90 minutes in there for you. By the time it reached the 70th minute, we thought that this game was really going to go into extra time, but there is the way Senegal really came through and did the needful and stopped a side which goes by the names of Burkina Faso, and Sadio Mane was brilliant, and to me he was the man of the match into that game in there. That is Sadio Mane in there for you. Now today we are really waiting to see who is playing the losers game, who is playing the final with Senegal in there. Is it going to be Salah or Abaka in there? Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Alright, let's get straight into this, because the confirmed team news is already out, and that of Egypt is already out, and that of Cameroon is already out. Let's go to the starting lineup of Cameroon. Cameroon have shifted from a 4-2-3-1 to a 3-5-2 in there, because they know that they are really facing a more attack-minded side. In goal, they have Andre Onana, who is at Ajax but already signed for a team which goes by the names of Inter Milan. That's where they're going to be playing next season. They're having 3 central defenders in the names of Castelletto, Ngadeu and Tolo. Those are the 3 central defenders. Fai is playing as a right back and a full right back, and Ngameleu is playing as a full left back. Hongelemani, Anguissa and Uwomgwet are playing to the midfield, as Toko, Ekambi and Abuboka in there leading the line in there in a 3-5-2 system. In there, that means a team which goes by names of Egypt has gone, a team which goes by names of Cameroon has gone for a 5-man defense in there. For you remember, Abubakar is the captain of a team which goes by names of Cameroon and is the top scorer in this AFCON in there with 6 goals in there. So that is the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Cameroon, and that leads us to the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Egypt. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This is the lineup of Egypt. When you look at how Egypt is standing, they're having Mbu Gabal in goal. Fati is playing as the right back. Hamdi and Abdelmelon are playing as central defenders. Oh, El Nini is playing at left back. I'm so much surprised. El Nini, they've dropped him from the central defensive midfield to playing as a as a left back. That means they're really having some COVID problems in there for you. Kamal, Sulaya and Fato are playing into a 3-man midfield, as M. Muhammad, Mo Musa and Mohamed Salah are the people leading the line for his side, which goes by the names of Egypt in there for you. So that's the lineup that Egypt has really brought up to face on the side which goes by names of Cameroon. We don't know what is really going to come up, but all in all, we are going to be giving you the updates as they really go on happen into the Paul Biya Olembe Stadium in Cameroon. This is a tie that has 2 of the most teams that have won the AFCON. You get? And secondly, these teams are the these teams have made themselves lots of times in the AFCON, especially into these knockout stages. And the most memorable one, or most recent one, was that of 2017 when they met up in the final. And remember into that game when El Nini scored into the 17th minute. It was I think it was 17th minute of the first half. El Nini scored and gave Egypt a lead. But when we reached the 60th minute, Cameroon came in and scored an equalizer. And towards the last 10 minutes of the game, Cameroon came through and really got a lead, and they won the African Cup of Nations in there for you. So there is a very, very bad blood, and there is a grudge because Mo Salah was going to lift that AFCON, and he didn't in there because a man who goes by the names of Abubakar in there stopped a team which goes by the names of Egypt from really getting to the podium in there. So smash the like button. I really want to see your predictions in there for you. This is tricky. There is no I'm really going to come out and give a prediction, because when you look at Cameroon, they've been playing very well and their home team, and the stadium is going to be very full. I'm looking at the stadium right now. Egyptians are there and the Cameroonians are also there attending in numbers, so we don't know who is really going to take this, but of course the upper hand goes to the hosting nation in there because they really feel like they know how to beat Egypt. Not only Egypt, they know how to beat that teams that come from North Africa. North Africa is mostly comprised of teams that come from the Arab world, that is Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt. You get Algeria in there. Those are the teams that come in from North Africa. But Mohamed Salah has a lot to prove. By the time the AFCON started, and when they started off into the group stages of the AFCON, they never looked well. They started off badly with the loss to Nigeria. But Nigeria, a team that really knocked them out, surprisingly, they're out. They're out. But a team that won all the 3 games into the group stages is already out of this tournament in there. That is Nigeria. They were knocked out by Tunisia in there for you. So we wait and see what is really going to come there and happen, but you can as well go into the live chat and tell me your prediction for this game of Cameroon versus the side which goes by names of Egypt here onto the Rokani Media Football in there. So that's it in here, and Cameroon looks like they're having an edge, and they're really going to be having a very huge home support in there, and Senegal is already waiting for them in the final because for them they won their game yesterday. One would have said that, all right, Cameroon is really having an edge, but their edge is really going to depend on how they really maintain or defend Mohamed Salah, because for the previous 2 games that Egypt has been playing, Mo Salah, each and every time you give him space, he had you saw him into that game when they were knocking out a team which goes by the name of Morocco. He scored them a goal, you remember, and then he created an assist to Trezeguet, and in the extra time we saw Trezeguet barring that well-laid cross or pass by Mohamed Salah into the back of the net for a team which goes by names of Morocco, and they are really knocked out. So it shows you that if you are to beat Egypt, there is a man you have to silence, that is Mohamed Salah, and that does not come easily because he is the hardest man to mark, because you will never know where he's playing. Mohamed Salah, you will never know where Mohamed Salah is playing. The way he drifts into that pitch, he comes into the midfield, he goes onto the left side of the attacking, he goes onto the left side, right side in there. He can really play as a center forward. So it's hard to defend Mohamed Salah because he is everywhere and running all over the pitch. So to me, I really feel like it's going to be a very hard game for Cameroon. That's why you've seen their managers brought in a defense of five players in there, because he usually played with a 4-man defense. This time round, he has played with 5 men in a 3-5-2 system in there for you that he feels can maintain Mohamed Salah. But can they stop Mohamed Salah? Because if you want to beat Egypt, the only way you have to beat them is silencing Mohamed Salah. But how are you going to silence him? Because I saw the previous 2 games that he played, because those are the best games played in the African Cup this tournament. In this tournament, it looked like he he was taken off the center forward role. Remember, in the game of Nigeria, he was playing as a center forward. Now they took him off the center forward role and he's playing that role that he plays at Liverpool. So that means he goes deep, he gets that ball from deep areas, and because he has energy and pace and the skill to sit down players, then he carries it and brings it to you. That's how he really scored that goal. That's how he really created an assist that resulted into a winner for Egypt in the game of Morocco in there. So I really feel like it's really a hard one. I can only come out and tell you that it's not going to be an easy one for a team which goes by names of Egypt or Cameroon. But Cameroon have one man to stop who goes by the names of Mohamed Salah. But Boba in there, Abubakar is also another threat in there, and I really feel like he really feels like this is the game. He has to show that he is at the level of really winning Cameroon another AFCON, because he was part of that AFCON team in 2017 that won it. I think it was in Egypt. I think it was in Egypt. Yeah, 2017. I think we're in Egypt. 2017, either Guinea or Egypt. Was Gabon or Egypt, one of those. I think 2017 was in Gabon. Yeah, it was in Gabon. So that's where he was, and he really lifted his trophy for Cameroon. And by that time, I think he was not the captain of the team. Now he's the captain of the team, and now everything is in his hands to let Cameroon through all out, because he's the man responsible for really burying that ball at the back of the net. He's the target man of Cameroon. He has scored 6 goals in this tournament. So we wait and see what really comes up after all these 90 minutes have been played. Thank you for watching in the Rokani Media Football. We are heading to Olembe, that is Paul Biya Stadium in Cameroon. Your predictions are welcome into the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later with the match reaction when this game is done. I'm out.